Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are at. Welcome to Mentor Mornings, my friends. Do you have a dream to change a behavior, to learn a new skill, to do something amazing inside of your life, yet you feel stuck or trapped where you are because you don't know how to move forward? Well, science has shown us that we have this amazing ability called neuroplasticity. In fact, it was called Mythical at one point. Let's dive into it. Dr. Andrew Weil says, among other things, neuroplasticity means that emotions such as happiness and compassion can be cultivated in much the same way that a person can learn through repetition to play golf, basketball, or master a musical instrument. And that such practice changes the activity and physical aspects of specific brain areas. Whoa! Hang on a minute. So what he's saying is that when we learn how to be happy, when we learn how to develop compassion, specific areas of our brain change. Like they literally change. Guys, that is huge. All right. So in the 1970s, the Dali Lama said that our brains can change with thought alone. And of course, Western scientists thought that that was a myth. They said there's no way, that's not possible. Yet, there was a study that was done on London Cabbies just after this. And while the study is like, it's kind of like, meh, it's not that big of a deal, it still shows something fantastic. And that's that London Cabbies had, when hooked up to fMRIs, their brains had enlarged hippocampi, and the hippocampi is responsible for spatial awareness. And so what this showed, what was so significant about this, is that the brains of London Cabbies changed and adapted to what they were doing. That was a huge finding back then, because up until then, we were told that our brains after adolescence were fixed. Like, they did not change, they were rigid. Oh, whoa, that's terrible. So, just after this, there was a young man that lost his vision in a high school chemical experiment. And no, it wasn't the superhero Daredevil, but he lost his vision and he was forced to learn Braille. Well, scientists did something. They hooked him up to fMRI and they tested the fingers of his non-Braille reading hand. What they found, it was really no big deal. But they hooked up his Braille reading hand, and when they tapped on that specific finger, all of a sudden, bam! A huge part of his brain lit up. Neuroplasticity, yes. Yeah. So a huge part of his brain lit up. I mean, it was like wow, crazy. And this forced scientists to come to one of two conclusions. So either one, the first conclusion, either our genes were programmed from birth to anticipate a freak chemical accident that took away our vision and forced us to read with our finger, or two, our brains adapt to the circumstances that we are in. Infinitely adaptable. And so the conclusion after, now that was the 1970s and 80s, and here we are at 2020, with all of the research into our brain's ability to change and neuroplasticity, we now know that our brain is highly adaptable and can change significantly. So whatever it is that you're wanting to do inside of your life, whether it's to change a behavior or learn a new skill, your brain is ready and waiting. There's this Native American saying, it says, "Tell me and I'll forget. Show me and I may not remember. Involve me and I will understand." And that's how our brains work, you guys. It's how they learn, is by getting our fingers on it. It's by doing it. So if there's something that you want to do, imagine it vividly, feel it, do it, experience it, and rise unconquered. If you appreciate this video, please hit the thumbs up button, share if you feel it's worthwhile, and subscribe if you are not already to join Mentor Mornings, where every morning I bring you wisdom from somebody far wiser than myself to help you fuel your day and own your journey, my friends. That's what it's all about. Owning our journey, being the masters of our fate. And if you guys are not already, join the mailing list. I'll leave it down in the description below, the Mentor Mornings mailing list, so that you get the article in your inbox every single day so we can stay in touch. I love you guys. Peace out. I will see you